Welcome back to another edition of Richard's Ride. We're here at Lakeview Ford Lincoln with Kandi Garrett, the service manager here at Lakeview Ford. And you know, it really is interesting because there are so many things we could do with our cars, and half of it, at least in my case, we probably don't even know about. Are there things that people don't know about maintenance or dealing with things on their car that they would often have to do in the routine that they should know?
Yeah, I feel that customers don't understand the concept of a Ford dealership being a one-stop shop. Not only do we do mechanical repairs, we are maintenance experts as well. We carry tires and brakes and batteries and all that at a competitive price. Ford has several programs out there. We'll beat anybody's competitors' prices. We also offer Ford service cars where we do 6 months, 12 months worth of financing available as well for that.
That's interesting.
So one-stop shopping right here.
So if somebody's looking for tires, let's say, they might not think of it, but Lakeview Ford can match or beat a deal.
We can. We can, and we'll do it right there for you. Take the guesswork right out of it, walk you right through it. It's a real easy process.
Even if you have a specialized, maybe you want a winter tire or something like that, you can do that too?
We can do that as well.
Okay. How about oil changes these days? You know, it used to be they'd say 3,000 miles, 3 months, hard and fast rule. Is that still the case?
It's not the case. The nice thing with Ford is we use a semi-synthetic blend of oils, so you can go 6 months to 5,000 miles in between oil changes with the same cost of a conventional oil change. We also, the Lincolns are up to 7,500 miles without an oil change as well. Once a year is 7,500 miles, so they've come a long way.
And most cars now are going to give you an alert when it's time, right?
Correct. There will be an oil change message that comes on, a warning to say, hey, you're getting close. Hey, now let's change that oil now.
Right.
It's time.
So when that comes on, does it mean you have to zoom to the service department right now?
No, you don't.
Okay.
There's some give and take time. It warned you ahead of time. So change oil soon, change oil now.
Got it.
You know, and we have a lot of convenient hours, Saturday hours for that as well. There's 2 late nights a week.
All right. So we're approaching fall and winter. Are there certain things that you recommend people think about as far as auto maintenance leading into those seasons?
I do, definitely. We want to check the wear on your tires because traction is really important as we get to the wet, snowy roads. Also coolant. Going to be using your heaters. Going to need to make sure that coolant is good and ready to go as well.
Well, and some of us think coolant is, it's already going to be cold. No, don't think of it that way. You still need coolant in the winter.
You do, you do.
All right. Just some of the things you should know. Kandi's the expert here at Lakeview Ford Lincoln in the service department. Been at Lakeview for a while.
I have. I've been at Lakeview for 6 years since Lakeview started there at that location.
And you were at that location before that.
I have.
So you have relationships with people. That's probably important for people to feel comfortable with the person they know in the service department, isn't it?
I believe it is. Getting to know the customers and know what type of life they have, what they need their vehicle for, things like that all make a difference in how we handle the customers and try to get them taken care of as quickly as possible.
Yeah, somebody might drive their car for work, let's say, so your thoughts about what they might need might be different than if they drive 3 miles to work and back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this car we're in, tell us about this baby.
This is my little baby. It's a 1968 Mustang GT. It does have stock motor, everything in it. Nice driver.
Yeah, a
beautiful looking
5-liter.
Car, 5-liter.
In
Yeah.
fact, as you saw in a moment ago on the video, we had it side by side with the modern version. These are sisters, shall we call them? Really?
Mm-hmm. Mustang will always be the classic car, I think. The classic sports car that's out there for any make or model.
And you and your husband are Mustang fans, aren't you?
Definitely my husband's a Mustang fan, yes. He has introduced me to a lot of different types. He has a 1968 Shelby Mustang as well. So we're going to maybe redo that one and make them match a little bit. So we'll have his and hers Mustangs.
That sounds like a marvelous idea.
Yeah.
So do people bring cars like this to be serviced at Lakeview?
You don't see a lot of the older ones come in. We do have a few customers that do bring some of their older Lincoln Continentals in, Mark 8s, things like that. I don't get an opportunity to see a lot of these come in, though, for service.
Are there special considerations though when you see those old Lincolns come in? It takes a little bit of retro thinking, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Fortunately, at our dealership, we have technicians that have up to about 35 years of experience on working on Ford cars, so it's pretty amazing. You can always bounce that stuff off them.
Yeah. All right. So those are good things to know. Lakeview Ford Lincoln Service Department ready to help. So if folks are watching this and they've been struggling with an issue with their vehicle, can they call you and say, listen, I have this issue, and you can help them sort it out?
Definitely. That's what we're there for, and try to work it out with the customer the best way we can, give them advice as to what's going to help them the most. So anytime, pick up the phone. We are more than willing to help, and my door is always open.
All right. Kandi Garrett, Service Manager, Lakeview Ford Lincoln, on this Richard's Ride.